morning. It is April 1st and I am back to vlogging. I took a couple days off because I wasn't reading anything for a couple days and I figured those would be very boring vlogs. And I loved having a break because I am ready to hit the ground running this month. I decided at the last second to do Camp NaNoWriMo. I am wearing my NaNoWriMo shirt and everything. So I'm going to be working on a queer sci-fi story, writing 1,000 words a day for that. It is also Indie April, so I'm going to be reading a lot of indie books, even more than usual. I actually read a lot of traditional last month for me. So my tentative first pick for this is Chasing Danger by Richard C. White. This is a series of short stories about a fantasy detective who is like your classic noir, but like he's dealing with like fairies and stuff. It seems to be a much more serious version of Another Dead Intern, the satirical book of the same ilk that I read a while back. But I think it'll go pretty well because it's still like short stories, so it's still kind of low stress reading regardless. But I'm going to get started on this. Hopefully this sticks because I don't want to have to force myself to read anything, especially when it's a review book. I have a lot of indie ebooks planned. I actually am putting together an indie ebook Amazon wish list, and I have to decide whether or not I want to put it out with the strike going on, so that's a discussion to happen a little bit later. But now it is about time for lunch, and my arm is tired from holding my phone up, so I will talk to you in a bit. Hello, it is the afternoonish check-in, I'm not sure. I have started the first 25 pages of Chasing Danger by Richard C. White, and it moves very fast so far. I think that the fact that they're short stories are probably a big factor, but it's like he just met this character and literally a paragraph later he's like, I could spend more time around her, and it's like you're not gonna convince me that this is anything more than lust. But it's reading pretty quickly as well. For all of the pages are thin pages, they also are fairly, I mean the text isn't dense, I guess, so that's fine. I also did my writing, got over 1,000 words, actually close to 1,100, and that went really well. I'm super happy with that, and I still need to do guitar and Duolingo, and my husband walked by to show off his pants because he really loves those pants, his Flamingo pajama pants. So I am going to go do some more stuff. We got some gourmet cookies from a local place because we're trying to shop local in these trying times, so I might have more cookie and continue to watch the show I've been binging on Hulu. It's a pretty good day. April's off to a pretty decent start so far. Whoop, before I forget, I did figure out my dilemma. So a lot of people had said that they thought that it would be really cool if I did a birthday wish list that was all full of indie ebooks, but someone mentioned that Amazon workers are on strike because things have been horrible for them and they don't even have basic protection against corona. So it felt a little weird to have a wish list put out during a major strike. So fortunately, I went looking through Barnes & Noble and I found all but 4 of the books on the Nook. And I have a Nook app on my phone. I technically have a Nook somewhere. I don't even know if it still works. It's, dear Lord, it's almost a decade old at this point. But hopefully, if my husband remembers what I wanted for my birthday, I'll get a general e-reader or tablet to use it anyway. So I got that figured out. I'm happy about that one. I will still be putting up the Amazon wish list only because there are 4 books that didn't show up on the Nook version, and I don't want those indie authors to miss out. And again, these are also indie ebooks, so it's not that much money. And if you really don't want to give Amazon any money right now, you have another list to go to, and at this point, I mean, purely ethical consumption is a myth, but that helps ease it a little bit, a lesser evil. I will check in with you in a bit. Hello, it is time for the evening check-in. I have read 100 pages of Chasing Danger by Richard C. White, and it's very much in that 1940s noir style thing with magic, so they don't have cell phones, but they use other magic-y things. The problem here is that because it's 1940s, they rely on a lot of old stereotypes, like our protagonist keeps calling the women in his life kid, and it's bugging the ever-loving daylights out of me, or constantly calling women he's not dating sweetheart or angel, and I a little bit want to smack him. But I'm trying to write that off because it's just the genre or whatever. The cases are pretty interesting. I have gotten through the first short story, but because they're short story, they move so quickly. And it's like this thing and then this thing and then this thing and like nothing feels weighty. And there's this final battle scene at the end of the first one that it kind of just like gives you the general overview of, which is not how I like my battle scenes. Like, no, I want the blow by blow. But you don't really get that in here. So I'm a little bit bummed about that, but wow, that TV is so loud. Anyway, the plot themselves are still pretty good, and I'm enjoying it so far, and it's an easy read, so I'll keep going and I'll have that done in 2 more days. I don't have a lot else going on tonight. Not a lot else to do, but I got a lot done today, or at least some done today. Sent out another query. That was fun. So I will check in with you tomorrow. Hello. I am dressed very colorfully today, as my husband is constantly reminding me, because I don't know, I just needed the color today, because I am out of it, and it's not even 9:30. So.
You get the whole ensemble in the shot.
Oh, okay. Give me a second.
Head to toe.
So this is what we're looking at for my outfit today. Because I just said, screw it, nothing needs to match. I just need all the insane bright color I can get. And yes, we have hand sanitizer. So
I didn't steal it from school. I bought it and left for my classroom. But it's not needed in my classroom right now, so I brought it home.
Tell everyone Alex is stealing hand sanitizer from schools.
The custodian accused me of trying to steal it. I was like, Jim, I bought this.
Alright, I've done nothing, so I have nothing to check in on, but I will stop in with you later. Hello, it is time for the afternoon check-in. I have read another 50 pages of Chasing Danger. This is a very confusing case that he's working because there's just so many people involved, but it's looking pretty good. He's not calling the women kid as much, which is very nice. So that's going well. I did my writing for the day for Camp NaNoWriMo, and that is going a lot better. It wasn't as hard to get started today as it was yesterday. I also took a walk, and I got a call from my aunt because my cousin needed help with her reading homework, and of course, I'm the resident bookworm of the family, so that was fun. But I still haven't done guitar yet for today, and I probably will push that off just because. But it's pretty chill. I'm going to do some hanging out, maybe do some guitar. It's only like 2 p.m. This is really early. I don't usually finish my reading this early, but also I have 1/2 of a very large cookie. So it's going pretty well.
But also that it's flexible, because it's important that we remain able to adjust over time. And in part, how we do that is by looking at the information we have.
Hello. What you just saw there was the press conference from the Iowa governor. We basically watch that every day because it lets us know what's going on. And we just found out that schools will be closed through April 30th. Thankfully, our school is still paying hourly stuff, so I'm not taking a hit to my income, which is godsend right now. But I wanted to line it up, so we're opening some book mail. You can't see that, right? Anyway, I knew this one was coming. This is one of the new ones I just accepted for review. She was very quick about it. I think she might have been waiting. And, yes. Dakiti by E.J. Fish. This is a space opera. Actually, I think it's technically a military sci-fi, but it has space opera elements. And I love both military sci-fi and space opera. So I'm really surprised that I didn't request this one, because a lot of the sci-fi I have, I tend to like go out of my way to request. But this one, how big are we here? 268. Oh, that's not bad. And I believe this isn't even like... I believe this seems like it's from a similar press. I think I have other books from this press, but I always ask for it signed, so I always have it, and it says, Margaret, from one sucker for space opera to another, thank you for your support of indie authors. Oh my gosh, can you imagine if indie authors realized how much I love space operas and then just started sending me all of these space operas? I'd be in love. All right, so now it's really done. The next time you see me will be this evening, ideally. Hello, and welcome to the very yellowish evening check-in. I have read another 100 pages of Chasing Danger by Richard C. White. The story that I finished today, the short story, ended, it was very confusing, and also low-key, there was one part that slightly annoyed me because it was like they had to find the safe that this key unlocked to find the thing, and like... the way he found the safe was through, like, a quick overview paragraph. It was like, now after tracking some things down and taking a few bruises, calling in old favors, he found the safe. And I was like, no, that's the big, where the thing is. You need to show me that he found the safe. That would just me be like, oh yeah, so he tracked it down, pulled in a few favors, and found out who the murderer was. No, you gotta spell it out. But the writing style is still interesting enough. He's not calling them kid anymore. Still, I think we are fully past that. Thankfully, it's not quite as obsessed with 1940s lingo this time around. And there's still 2 more stories, but one of them is like super short, so that should work out well. Anyway, I have 1 more day of this, and then I have my first book of Indie April done. I might be picking up a little bit of Wildcat by J.P. Harker. This is the big chunky one. I think it's over 500 pages, but it's very slow. Still, I need to get to it. It's one of the oldest ones on my list, and it's gonna take the longest, so I might start just like tagging on another 25 pages to my reading on a day-to-day basis, just so I can still be making progress in it while doing other things. And like I mentioned before, we're off school for the entire month of April, so I really don't have that much to do. I just gotta kind of up my productivity for a little bit, and here's hoping that I don't end up with more hazy days, because that would just throw everything off. Anyway, I'm going to call it here. I'm going to do at least 1 more day of the vlog before I call it. Let's finish out this book and nothing else. And also, editing a vlog every 2 days is exhausting, so I will talk to you tomorrow. Welcome to the car parade. Good morning! It is Friday, April 3rd. I was gonna go take a walk in my morning, but there's a car parade going on by our house, which means a lot of people are out standing on their sidewalk, which means it's a really stupid time to go take a walk if I want to social distance. So I have to wait through all the honking, and with the knowledge that my district's car parade was canceled because they couldn't get the kids in the middle school parade they did earlier in the week to not bunch up together in large groups, you know, defeating the purpose. But I still got some other stuff planned for today. I'm going to finish Chasing Danger. I'm going to do the dailies. I need to film a booktube video, and I'm really excited for this one because it's going to be so cute. And I've got, I think, all the books for review either in my physical possession or on my tablet. So I should be able to read whatever I have for review right now, so I can jump right into the next thing come whenever I'm done with this one. I might be tagging on 25 pages from Wildcat to get that one, you know, read. But for now, I guess I'm gonna go kill time so people stop driving by our house in regular intervals. We have fantastic news! We got the big, fancy manila envelope in the mail, and we have our foster license. 10-year-old me is screaming right now. This also means that we could get a call any day while we're self-isolating. So this whole thing could get a lot more interesting, but we are very excited. Alex just keeps staring at it the entire time. So we're so happy. And also I did other stuff today. I filmed an editing thing, but whatever. We have our foster license. I'm so happy. Okay, that's all for now. I'll talk to you later. Hello, it is the evening check-in, and I believe the end of the vlog, if I've done this correctly. I have finished Chasing Danger by Richard C. White, and I wrote out my reviews on both Goodreads and Amazon, and unfortunately I had to give it 3 stars, which isn't too bad, but I'm always nervous to give a book 3 stars, because it's like some people see that as bad. The ideas are really good, and the characters in the world building have legs. It's just the constraints of a short story don't work. The conflicts were almost always too big to be wrapped up in under 100 pages, except for like the last one. Sparkly Reaper Affair, which is actually my favorite one, was the only one who was like, okay, this is a short story. I am happy and content and feel complete with the arc of the story in this 20-some pages. But I finished this one, which means I have to get that review filmed tomorrow. This vlog will probably be going up tomorrow, and I already put something up today, so it's a lot of rapid fire content, so I'm hoping the Indie April love will carry through. But beyond that, I'm going to call it a night, get this all put together, have fun watching some stuff, and chill out. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day and a marvelous tomorrow.